So we are leaving and we're getting ready to get on to the first train out of Paris. Saying bye to my new friends that I made over here for a couple days in France.
This guy's crazy.
Everything.
Bonjour.
Salut, bonjour. Yeah, and we're busing out to the train station, and I'm taking my own train, TGV, out to Strasbourg. If you see birds inside a train station, you're definitely in Europe.
Well, he's good French.
Firstly, I'd like to say that if you were looking at the date on today's vlog, you'll probably notice that everything I'm uploading is about a week late of what the date is right now. And that's actually because I didn't want to post anything online without already having a proper microphone, because honestly the audio uploading only on the left side was pissing me off so much. But I went out to a store, bought a new adapter, stereo, so everything should be working pretty well now. Now, I'm not actually at anybody's house right now. We're on a little trip to the Alps, if you saw on Facebook. But, so quick things to clarify. Last video, I completely butchered where we're staying and, well, where I'm staying, and the geography of the province. So, first of all, I'm not staying in a town called Wartsmiller, I'm staying in a town called Mortsviller. And it's not situated in between Mulhouse and Strasbourg, it's actually in between the two bigger cities of Mulhouse and Belfort. Now these are some pretty big cities in the region. Now back in Canada, we're all used to having provinces and territories. It's really snowing. But in France they have regions. And the region in which I was staying, come up here. The region in which I was staying is called Alsace. Now the region of Alsace has one of the most interesting histories in France, and that's because it is so close to the German border. Back in the day, when the wars first started, the First World War and the Second World War, and even before that, the region of Alsace constantly went back and forth between belonging to the French and belonging to the Germans. Okay, that was a huge mess taking that into the snow like that outside. Anyway, so yeah, back to the region of Alsace. Now, this jumped back through the control of Germany and France many times in history, and it's a bit of a risky history. They don't like to talk about it too much because it was pretty heartbreaking. But essentially, starting 1700s, as early as that, the region kept going back and forth between belonging to the French and belonging to the German. And it was like that for a while. And it was like that even all the way up to 14 when the First World War started, I think. And the thing was that at the time, the region had actually belonged to Germany. And Germany had their forced enrollment. And the problem was they were forcing a lot of Alsaciens, the people from Alsace, into the German forces to fight against the French. So you had cousins fighting cousins and murdering each other. It was absolutely horrible. I mean, imagine, thinking of yourself more as a French citizen having to fight for another army against your own country. There was many stories and autobiographies of people going in their brigade and in their whatever battalion and knowing that they were going against their cousin's battalion, their brother-in-law, whatever. Like, it was an absolute mess. Fortunately, after the First World War, I'm pretty sure, Alsace went back to belong to the French, and it wasn't too much of a problem in the Second World War. Of course, all of France got annexed, taken over, and that's sort of all the history there is till then. But it's definitely a very mixed region. As I've said, Strasbourg, Mulhouse, Mortswiller, these are all very Germanic sounding places, and it's because there is a lot of German roots in the region of Alsace, as well as there are lots of French roots. And it's just a really interesting history for anybody who's a history buff on the World Wars or whatever, and it's something I definitely recommend looking into. Yeah.